Y'all are going to absolutely hate me when I tell you this, but please let me teach y'all the game. So boom, there was this guy that I was talking to and I never really liked him, but we were always cool. But all of a sudden, this man gets to acting super nonchalant with me. And ever since he's been acting super nonchalant, he's been in my head rent-free, and I fucking hate that shit, y'all. So the other day, I'm on the phone with my sister, and I'm telling her about this man. And I'm explaining to her how this man has been in my head, living rent-free, just taking up space in my head. So my sis asked me like, well, do you think you like this dude? And I'm like, I've been thinking about him so much, maybe I do like this dude. Then when I'm on the phone with her, there was a long pause, and my sister was like, bitch, you don't like this man. And then I'm like, you're right, I never liked this man. I don't like this man. But then there's another long pause, and I'm like, oh my God, do you know what it is? And she's like, what? I'm like, it's not that I like him. It's the fact that I want him to like me more than I like him. She's on the phone with me looking at me confused as hell, like, what the fuck is she talking about? And I'm trying to explain to my sister, like, that's it. It's the chase for me. I never liked this dude, but since he's been acting so nonchalant, it's giving me the idea that now I like him more than he actually likes me.
Alright, let's get into some real game awareness, stuff most guys ignore. You need to understand the psychology some women operate on. Not all, but enough that you need your head screwed on straight. It often boils down to ego, validation, and why your behavior is your only defense. The Nonchalance Power play. Ever notice how sometimes, when you're less available or seem less interested, genuinely not faking, her interest suddenly spikes? That woman in the story admitted it. The guy acting nonchalant lived rent-free in her head. Why? Basic human nature meets female dating reality. In a world of constant attention, hyperabundance, the one guy who isn't fawning over her becomes an intriguing puzzle. His perceived lack of neediness signals high value. Key. This only works if it stems from genuine high value and options, not insecure game playing. Behavior trumps everything. She flat out said it. True value is in behavior. Forget the fancy job title, the expensive watch, the follower count if you act needy. I've seen millionaires, guys who look like models, fumble because their behavior screamed insecurity, constantly seeking approval, no boundaries, terrified she'll leave. Conversely, a guy with less status but solid, confident behavior, doesn't chase, holds his frame, has his own life, often wins. Your actions reveal your true value, always. Beware the validation vampire. Here's the raw truth she exposed. Some women aren't interested in you. They're interested in your interest as an ego boost. They enjoy the chase, the feeling of winning your validation, especially if they feel you're slightly out of reach or pull away. Once they feel secure that you like them more than they like you, the game is over for them and they lose interest. You are just a tool to make themselves feel better, maybe during a dry spell. Recognize this pattern. It's a validation trap. Example. She only seems enthusiastic after you pull back a bit. She cancels plans but gets upset if you're suddenly busy. She talks about other guys potentially interested in her. Red flags for validation seeking, not genuine interest in you. Reciprocation, your non-negotiable litmus test. This is mandatory. Is she investing back into the interaction at a similar level to you? Time, energy, effort, enthusiasm? Or are you carrying the whole damn thing? Stop making excuses for her. Reciprocation isn't just nice, it's the fundamental test of her genuine interest. A one-way relationship benefits only her ego. Example, you always initiate texts, plan the dates, travel to her side of town, test it, pull back slightly on your initiation. Does she step up to fill the gap? Or does it just go silent? Her response tells you everything about her actual investment level. The immediate exit protocol. So what's the tactical response when her energy clearly drops? When she goes from warm to lukewarm or cold? You walk. Immediately. No demanding explanations, no grand gestures to win her back, no waiting it out. Assume her interest is gone, because it likely is, and disengage completely. This protects your sanity and self-respect. Don't fall for breadcrumbs. Predictably, when a validation vampire senses you actually leaving, losing her supply, she might toss out breadcrumbs. A random late-night text after days of silence. A vague mention of, "We should hang out sometime." A sudden like on an old photo. Recognize this manipulation. It's a low-effort attempt to keep you hooked without real investment. Example, she ignored your last message for 3 days, then hits you with, "Hey, what are you up to?" Don't jump like a starving dog. See it for the breadcrumb it likely is. Respond coolly, if at all, but do not mistake it for genuine renewed interest without consistent, changed behavior from her. Your responsibility. Frame control. Listen, the world isn't fair. Screening for these dynamics, demanding reciprocation, having the strength to walk away from low interest or validation traps, that's your responsibility. It's about maintaining your frame, respecting yourself, and ensuring you're not pouring energy into a dead end. Don't be the nice guy simp funding her ego trip with your free validation. The takeaway, be aware, not paranoid. Understand the game exists. Prioritize behavior, hers and yours. Make reciprocation mandatory. And master the art of walking away decisively when interest isn't mutual. That's how you navigate the dating world, avoid the traps, and attract women who are genuinely interested in you, not just the validation you provide.